I am sitting up here in the wind on the prairie, trying to catch some just sweet silence in the last part of the afternoon. I have to come clean. I have to come clean that I may have overestimated my little trip to Indiana. I didn't know at the time. I was so wrapped up in all these auctions that I saw that I hadn't even pulled the list. So finally I pulled the 15 lists, went through them, started sorting them, got rid of all the junk that didn't have any structures on it. Finally got to the parcels left that actually had buildings on it, and then I did my research from there. And of the 15 auctions, there are 2, maybe 3. And 2 of them are online. So I only have really 1 in-person auction that's even worth going. Like, I can't fly down there, get a car, get a hotel, get all this stuff to go to an auction that only has 3 parcels that I'm even interested in, because by the time I land, all of them will be redeemed. Like, that's just how it is. And if I don't go, then they're all sell for $70, which is their opening bid. Can you believe that? 70 freaking doll hairs. That's it. Like, people spend more on like a date night going to the local Mexican food place. It's crazy. And you can get a house, like, not like a shack with 2 2x4s left on it, like an actual structure that has a market value of like $100,000. I'm not joking you. Like, I ran the numbers, but I don't live locally, so I like have to count the cost, and I have to like try and figure out if I can get like a crystal ball to figure out, okay, which ones are gonna be least likely to, be bid on or redeemed. And not possible, just not freaking possible. Anyways, I told you that I would come here and tell you about the Indiana auctions and tell you more about what I'm learning. So I just finished the 4th session of my 5-session series on the Alabama commissioner sales. And prior to having those coaching sessions that are an hour long each, I took a class, an online webinar, live webinar, where the instructors taught for about 30 minutes and then answered questions for about 2 hours. So super eye-opening, and this is what I learned. So if my coach is on here or the coaching company, I promise I'm not giving away trade secrets. This is all available online. All I'm doing is like just regurgitating what I've learned. And you know what? To be honest, 90% of people, or should I say 99% of people, take awesome info and it's like, and then it just drops right there. Like, it never goes like through and inside the brain. You just get the information and then you fail to implement. So like, I'm not too worried, but I do have faith. Maybe one of you guys will love what I have to say and you'll go look into it or ask me questions or go to my coaching company and find out how you too can get this specialized coaching and hand-holding so that you can also go and start your journey of tomfoolery. So here it goes. Indiana commissioner sales. Okay? So what type of state is Indiana? Well, we're not talking like Colorado's a sunshine state, or is that Florida? I don't know. We got over 300 days of sunshine. I'm not talking about that kind of state. I'm talking about, is it a tax lien or a tax deed state? And it is a tax lien state. And if you see me looking down, it's because I'm not super great at memorizing scripts, and I pretty much need to read off my outline. So pardon me, I'm not a polished speaker. I'm not a professional here. Bear with me. Okay, so it's a tax lien state. It is one of the best states in the country for tax lien certificate investing. Now, that is straight from my coaching company, which Tony, the founder of my coaching company, has purchased over 200 over 2,500 liens and deeds in his career, in over 30 years that he's been investing. And he says it's one of the best states for tax lien certificate investing. Okay, so because you're buying a tax lien certificate, remember, you have no ownership rights. Okay, you are just purchasing the tax lien. Okay, got that? Don't go in thinking that you're going to get this property or any property buying a tax lien certificate. But Indiana is unique because it's a tax lien certificate, but the redemption rate or probability at the commissioner's sale is so low that it's almost like you're buying a deed. But don't be tricked. You are buying a tax lien certificate. Okay. So it's super windy. I'm trying to keep my notes from flying away. And also I'm trying to block the sun from oh my gosh. The struggle is real, folks. And the lip gloss, I do it every time, and then just hair is in it, and it's just not right. It's just not right. Okay. So the length of redemption on a tax lien certificate varies by the sale type in Indiana. So Indiana has 2 sale types, and the redemption period spans from 120 days to 1 year based upon the sale type, okay? And the sales are broken down into 2 different categories. Number 1 is a treasurer's sale. It is also referred to as the A sale or the tax sale, and it pulls a 10% to 15% interest rate, which is returned in what is called a flat penalty, okay? I'll get into that more in a second. And then the second sale is what we call the commissioner's sale. It's the A sale. It's the B sale. Commissioner's sale is the B sale, also called the certificate sale. And it pulls a 10% flat rate penalty, okay? The interest is in the form of a penalty, and I'll explain that in a second. Just hold tight. I know, lots of info, okay? 2 things that make Indiana awesome. 1, they have the ability, each county, to lower their opening bid, okay? The opening bid is historically back taxes, right? What are the back taxes owed? That's your opening bid, okay? And number 2 of the 2 things that make Indiana awesome, because tax liens get offered multiple times, okay? So in a lot of counties, a lot of states throughout the year, they have their main sale, and then if they don't sell, they can either put them over the counter or they hold on to them and put them in the sale for next year. Well, Indiana, super smart. Hello, why hold on to these assets they could be, producing some income, some money back into the county. Get those puppies out the door, right? Seriously, I don't know why these counties sit on all this stuff. There's investors wanting to buy. It's sell your darn stuff. Jeez. Okay, so sale A, the treasurer's sale. We're going to get into the details here, okay? First of all, taxes are due. Property taxes for all homeowners in Indiana are due May 10th and November 10th, okay? Those are the 2 payments, the 2 installments. They are required. They are not optional. Folks, you got to pay your bills. You got to pay your property tax, okay? I know. You think you're sovereign, you don't have to, but you aren't. Pay your taxes, okay? Or you lose your crap, and I'll buy it for pennies on the dollar. Okay, so first sale, treasurer's sale, sale A, also referred to as a tax sale, is the first sale of the calendar year. So in their tax sale calendar, okay, which is August through November. And once you are 1 year delinquent, then it becomes a tax lien certificate, is produced on your parcel, and then that is put into the next tax sale that is coming up on the calendar, right? That's what happens, okay? And it is the first time offering of the tax lien, okay? Treasurer sale, A sale. Okay? It is a year-long redemption period. Okay? The redemption, like I said, is in the form of a penalty due to lien purchaser. So the interest rate, if someone redeems, they have to pay whatever they owe back taxes plus the penalty, which is 10% if redeemed in the first 6 months. It's a flat percentage, folks. So if you buy it at the tax sale and the owner redeems the very next day, you get freaking 10%. Like, do you know what that calculation is? Like, I'm not good at math, but it's insane, right? It is not annualized like in Iowa where you have, X percentage divided by 12 months, right? It's not that. It's a flat percentage owed, okay? All the way up to the first 6 months for the treasure sale, the first sale, sale A. And then once it is been in the redemption period for 6 months plus 1 day, then an additional 5% is tacked on, and now it's 15%, right? So all the way from day 1 of the auction, all the way up to day 365, if they take that long, you will get 15 full percent, right? On your money, on your investment. Okay, bidding begins with the amount due in back taxes. That's for the treasurer sale, okay? And then whoever is willing to pay the most for the lien wins. It's called a bid up premium, okay? You don't lose the premium in Indiana like you do in Colorado. You have the right to that money back plus interest. So you also earn interest on the premium. I know. So this is why Indiana is amazing. And then I am going to go into more detail about the features and benefits of the treasurer's sale, okay? So it, like I said, was the first chance of purchasing the tax lien and has the highest probability of redemption, okay? Because they have a full year to cough up the cash, okay? The best type of properties available are at the A sale, because you're going to have the A and B properties. You're going to have the people that just forgot to pay or what have you, okay? It is a high penalty if redeemed. You get 10% first 6 months plus another 5% if they cross over the 6-month line, okay? Less competition because it is opening bid. The pricing is at back taxes. There are a large selection of liens for purchase. So institutional investors are going to bid. And this is not an acquisition investment strategy. It's great for earning a high rate of return on your investment. Now, there can be a chance for you to get the property, but this is not a strategy that you would follow or if you for sure wanted to get properties. Like there's another process, and that is the sale B, okay? And this is a very viable investment vehicle if you have money that you want to put in a very safe investment to yield in return, okay? So there are roughly 14 to 18,000 tax lien certificates up for sale at the treasurer's sale every year, okay? And each county does things differently, and they can do online auctions and they can do in-person auctions. So that is the tax lien certificate. No, next is the tax lien certificate. That was the tax sale, the treasurer's sale. See, even I get confused, but I know you're going to give me grace because I'm a new student and I'm just regurgitating this to you. I'm reteaching it so that I also can understand it and learn better, right? Okay, so next section. What happens to the liens that don't sell at the treasurer's sale? Okay, so you went to the A sale and you sat there and you saw all these properties go, but there were a lot of properties that didn't sell. Okay, what happens to those? Okay, those go to the B sale, which is the commissioner's sale, which is also referred to as the certificate sale. Okay? It's the second sale of Indiana's tax sale calendar. And it typically is February to April. But it's been starting to creep January to June. Okay? So it's the reoffering of liens that didn't sell at the treasurer's sale. And the redemption period is only 121 days. Okay? That's crazy. And remember, 120 days? Did I say 121? Oh my gosh. 120 days means 120 days. It doesn't mean 4 months. Okay? There is a huge difference. It depends on, how many months are in the calendar, how many days are in the month. And is it a February? Is it where it's a 28 days? So you got to count calendar days. Okay, redemption is in the form of a penalty, again, due to the lien purchaser. It's 10% if redeemed anytime within 120 days. Remember, this is the B sale, okay? So, it's also whoever is willing to pay the most for the lien wins. It's a bid up premium at these auctions, okay? They're not over the counter. You have to go live or you go on an online auction. And what makes a commissioner's sale unique? Well, counties are allowed to lower their minimum bid amounts. Remember, this is sale B. This is what makes Indiana amazing. Counties are allowed to lower the minimum bid amounts versus on the A sale or the treasurer's sale, it's the back taxes. Okay? But these B sales, they're striking down prices. Some counties go as low as $25. Seriously! And then the high-end minimum bids start at $500. Even at $500, it just blows my mind. The redemption period is shortened. It's only 120 days, like I said. And that is not 4 months. Is it 4 months? Don't even say it's 4 months. Because of short redemption period, the likelihood of getting the property are much higher, okay? The vast majority of the parcels at a commissioner's sale will not redeem, okay? And the 10% penalty over the 120 days, well, I can do that math. That's a 30% annualized return, okay? If I invest $100,000 and and everyone redeems, then I get my money back and then I get $30,000, okay? That is freaking sweet for not 4 months worth of work, okay? And commissioner sales, the features and benefits. Why participate in a commissioner sale? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because the probability of getting the property is high. And the acquisition strategy is one that you use when you want to target markets that can produce the house, right? You want to get the house. And the short redemption period, 120 days. And you get to purchase the lien for less than back taxes owed. And that is unheard of. No other market has that. But the competition could be higher. Obviously, $25 structures, yes please. And when I say structures, it doesn't mean some shutout back. Like $25 houses, yeah. You're going to have higher competition, but that means you just need to have your skills sharpened so that you can do better research and you can go through more lists and you can attend more auctions. So lower end values. The treasurer sale is going to have those A and B properties. These commissioner sales or the certificate sales, the B sales, they're going to have the lower end properties. These properties are sad, okay? They're sad. They're not defunct. They're not some of them are burnt out and caved in, but you're not going to buy those. But these properties are C to F type properties, and they are overlooked. I saw this truck that has it said imperfect food. Like they sell like produce that's like bruised and stuff. These houses, they need love too. Okay, there are a lot of junk properties, so research is key. Okay, and you got to remember, it's all about the numbers. You got to run the numbers first before you even look at the house, because then you start getting your emotions all in and that becomes a problem. So do the numbers work first, and then go look at location, go look at the structure, go look at the neighborhood. Okay, commissioner sales are uniquely profitable for students. Okay, you've got to look at these properties differently. A lot of these coaching companies pass up on this market because they think that they're all crap properties and there's nothing good on this list, but it's not true. So what happens to liens that don't sell at a commissioner sale? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Most counties will carry over the unsold liens to the following year's tax sale calendar, and then they repeat this whole process over. Some counties can reoffer these unsold lists at a C sale, A, B, C sale, and the same rules as a commissioner sale applies, okay? And then after you buy the lien, what are your responsibilities? Well, as a purchaser of a tax lien, you have several responsibilities to fulfill before you can petition or acquire the tax deed for a property. First of all, the redemption period has to expire. Okay, you don't get anything until that redemption period expires, and then you have to petition the court, right? So you're responsible for paying all the subsequent taxes. So if you bought it in March and we had, what did I say? Did I say May and November? Yeah. So May 10th, you have taxes due. And so you would have to pay those before you can petition to get the deed, okay? And then you're responsible for serving notice of redemption to anyone who has substantial ownership in the property. And then you're responsible for any liens that have accrued post-sale. So grass, trash, water, sewer, local municipality, all that kind of stuff. You're responsible to pay for the foreclosure process to acquire the tax deed. All of that gets added into the acquisition cost before you decide to buy these at the auction. Like, you know what the costs are. Usually it's about $1,500 to $1,700 for all of these additional things. Well, except for water, sewer, local municipality, and a lot of those you can negotiate down. You know, you didn't rack up that, and oftentimes they'll be okay with you negotiating those down. So the noticing process, you have to serve notice of redemption to anyone who has a substantial ownership, okay? And what does that mean? That means you have to hire an attorney. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. You got to shell out a couple nickels to hire an attorney, and then they will serve everyone, previous owner, lien holders, mortgage companies, whoever has ever had some kind of interest in the property. And there's strict timelines depending on the type of sale you purchased from. So the treasure sale, the A sale, you must serve within 3 months of the redemption expiration and no later than 30 days prior to expiration. Got that? Commissioner sale, you must serve within first 90 days of redemption period and no later than 30 days prior to expiration. Your attorney is going to manage these time frames, okay? Your attorney will also petition the court to convert the tax lien to a tax deed, and they will need to get a court date, and they will represent you on that date after the redemption period expires. You don't have to attend court. That's why you're paying them the nickel, okay? They will handle all of that. As I switch pages, I have one last section. Bear with me. I know this is painfully long. Okay, legal fees. In the event of a redemption, how can you recover your legal fees and noticing fees? Great question. Anytime you accrue legal fees, you have the right to add that to the redemption amount, okay? That also includes any subsequent taxes you paid. But you must file a specific form for 137B with receipt of your legal fees to the county ASAP, okay? And due to filing the 137B form, your legal fees and taxes will be included in the redemption amount, okay? Fees also accrue at the 10% penalty interest. Yay! And failure to submit your 137B means that you lose out on your legal fees and your noticing fees in the event of redemption. If they start the redemption process before you get your freaking 137B form in, you are toast. The attorney handles submitting all the forms for you on your behalf. When you pay them, they invoice and submit the form with the receipt to the county, okay? So much to think about. Whew. Okay. So you want to go in to Indiana and you want to go look at their counties. You want to see what their registration dates for their auctions. Do you want interest? Really? Just focusing on the interest, treasurer sales. If you're looking for the deeds, target the commissioner sales. Find those auction registration dates, put them on your calendar, on your phone. Then you have it and you know when you need to register by, okay? And then you can put the auction dates in your calendar and then you can start working back and working on your research, because research is key. You gotta know if this is a piece of burned out crap, right? You gotta know if it's $100,000 property that you could pick up for $20, $25. That's insane. Oh, okay. But you're gonna want to download all the handouts on the county site and all the auction sites so you understand thoroughly what is required of you so that you don't lose your shirt, okay? We don't invest to lose our money. You gotta understand the rules of the game before you plan, okay? It's just simple as that. Okay, so I've talked way too long. I think this is my longest video, or second longest. I hope you got some value of this. Ask me any questions. I don't know them. I don't know the answers to them, most likely, but I will figure out how to get you the answers. If you like this, if you thought it was valuable, let me know. Talk to me. I keep saying it, and I get 1 or 2 people that respond. If you get any value or, yeah, Okay. Talk to you later. Have a good day.